Jo Williams from the Wangaratta Vet Clinic here. Just wanted to give you a few tips that might help you with travelling with your dog. So for starters, if we're going to have them in the car, they need to be comfortable around the vehicle. Ruger here had a bit of trouble with getting into the back of the car. Part of it's the height, but he was a little bit nervous about it, and I could tell that from the way he would tense up or even move away if I came and was calling him towards the back of the car. So we've been working on that a little bit today. For starters, just by giving him treats around the outside of the car, not turning it on, just getting him to do simple things that he does well, like sit and drop and those sorts of things. Now, if at any stage your dog stops taking treats, or is unable to do things like just a simple drop command or a simple sit, that tells you that he's a little bit worried. So similarly to us being on the edge of a cliff, really hard for us to do times tables and that sort of thing that we might do really easily when we're not on the edge of a cliff and worried. So from just having him comfortable around the car, we move to wanting him to teaching him to actually be comfortable in the back of the car. So in this particular vehicle, we have our dogs in the very back of it. Good boy. So we might start with just having the back down, and just again having him do things around here, making sure he's comfortable with it. So Ruger, sit. Good boy. And then we might just put a few treats on the back tailgate here. I actually moved the car into a position where it was easier for the dogs to jump into it because he's having a bit of trouble with the height as well. So I've actually backed it down to a bit of a slope so it's not so far up for him to jump, and you can see that should be pretty comfortable height for him. So a few treats like that on there. Then we might use our treat as a bit of a bait to draw him up here. Good boy. So I'm happy just with front feet for starters. If he stays there, great. I'm going to give him a few more treats while he's in that position. It's all a positive thing for him. Isn't this awesome? I get my feet up there and I get a treat. If he's dropped straight back down again, that's okay. That might be that he's a bit worried about it. And then we might try and go a bit further. Ruger, good boy. And just get him to stretch in a little bit more with our treats. So you can see he's having to lean in a little bit more than that. Good boy. And then I might try even putting some treats a bit further in there too. So up to him whether he makes the effort to get in and get them. He's thinking about a good boy. And he's getting a reward just for having that effort because he can now reach those treats as well. Good boy. Ruger. Good boy, yes, one extra leg. So I give lots of treats because he got an extra foot up there, which was awesome. And I got a bit stuck at this position with him where I couldn't actually get him to go any further. And what I ended up doing was actually getting inside the car myself and drawing him in that way to get him used to it. Once he was in there, heaps of pats, heaps of treats, all that sort of thing. He could leave anytime he wanted to, but he didn't, which was nice. Asked him to sit, asked him to drop, do those things while he's in there. Good boy. So I'm going to throw a few extra treats in, so he's going to get a huge reward when he does get in on that bed in the back. Ruger, hop up. Good boy, yes, well done Ruger, good boy. And so then want to make sure it's a good experience while he's in there, so keep a few treats coming, and again if he wants to come out again he can. There's nothing forcing him to stay in there, which makes it a much more pleasant experience for him. What I'll do from here is build him up to having just the back of it shut with lots of treats. If he's wanting to leap out over the top of that, then that tells me he's a bit worried by that, and we might have to break it down into smaller steps where maybe I just do this a few times while he's in there with lots of treats and get him used to that sort of movement and that sound. But wanting to build up gradually to a point where we can close that, he's really happy. We open it again straight away, give him some more treats, let him out again. Back in, have it closed for a little bit longer. Watching him, making sure he's comfortable that whole time. Good boy. And now he's going in very happily just of his own accord, which is excellent. And then we need to move the car to a different position because we want him to be able to jump into the back of the car from wherever we are. So we'll be working on that as well. But that's the basic sort of way to be thinking about how to reduce their fear around these things and teach them to do some of these things that they might have been a bit nervous about for starters. Good boy. Well done. Please let us know if you've got any questions at all about this, and we'll see what we can do to help. Thanks.